guess what? Veterans Day to remember and celebrating 40 years of Sesame Street. Wow, that's a nice concept. It's me, LHMusic, and this is the TimeFactor closing down video commentary for You Know Who, November the 11th in the year 2009. Let's do it! And guess what? Veterans Day is a pause to remember. Now let's pause for that. Okay? Here's your worst nightmare ever. It has 90 years of the 11th hour. That's according to Fox News. The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. And it has been a remembrance of those who serve America in a time of war. Well, let's take us back in time. In 1918, at the 11th hour, Germany signed an armistice with the Allied powers, including US, France, Britain, Japan, and Italy. It has ending major hostilities in a war that nearly wiped out a generation of men. And it was peace was concluded the next year in France. And the first Armistice Day was proclaimed and celebrated by you know who. President Woodrow Wilson is on the anniversary of the ceasefire back in November 11th, 1919, and is fully established back in 1938. You know, Congress. Now, 1954 is the Congress extend the holiday to honor all vets and giving it the name Veterans Day, and which is kept for 55 years. Now today, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, there are some 28.3. No, so it's did I say? Oh yes, 23.2 million veterans in the U.S. That includes 2.6 million, all the way up to you know who, 1.7 in World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Suez Gulf War, and is serving Afghanistan and Iraq. But there's just one American veteran who served in World War I, is still alive. That is 108-year-old Frank Buckles. And he drove ambulances back in England and France after enlisting at the age of 16. And he also fought in World War II and was taken prisoner by the Japanese. So, for those of serving America that way for Veterans Day, here's to you brave men and women who fought this war. And that is why Veterans Day is the history of all things. Okay, did you know that Sesame Street, you know who, that's right, Sesame Street celebrates 40 years? Well, guess what? Here's something you don't want to know about this one. Take us back in time. 1969, when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, or Woodstock musical concert was a huge success. Easy Rider has the biggest huge hit in the movie theaters. So is Monty Python, and of course, it just got started, and so is the Brady Bunch, debuted in primetime. But get this, November 10th, 1969, it was the first episode, was sponsored by the letters W, S, and E, and the numbers 2 and 3. Well, since generations started learning numbers, letters, and social skills for the caring and sharing and tolerance, PBS, staples that continues to educate, and it produced this Sesame Street Workshop, which is the children's television workshop, and it began when there was a little bit of educational children's programming on television, well, look out. Big Bird, Kermit, and the rest of the cast and crew of Sesame Street have done this. Now, 39 years later, well, guess what? It has a whole new look with amazing 122 Emmy Awards for the longest program in the history of children's television, with a new look, new format, and new opening sequence. And wise Michelle Obama will appear in the first episode teaching about the benefits of planting and gardening and healthy eating. Well, who knows? Maybe politicians doesn't know it. But the only thing that Sesame Street knows is learning and education for all this stuff. It has celebrity stars like Jack Human, Adam Sandler, Jimmy Fallon, and others. Others have new segments and all that stuff. But guess what? A new DVD is coming up. It's called Sesame Street 40 Years of Sunny Days in a 2-disc compilation with classic stories, songs, and Muppet moments with celebrity segments. And and has new books and all that stuff. So it has appealed to us about the greatest television show in history of public television for kids and adults. So, why is Sesame Street has a huge incredible for 40 years? I'll just say this. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrating 40 years is a huge success. And guess what? Sesame Street is on. And guess what? Sesame Street, you earned it. You earned 40 years of sunny days. So please, keep that in mind. Happy 40th anniversary, Sesame Street, and keep up the good work until it does. So that is why. That's my final closing thought, and I'm sticking to it successfully. So, with that in mind, don't forget to check my website, including my final closing time factor thoughts that I just posted on it at lhmusictimefactor.weebly.com. And guess what? Here's my purpose for you. My time factor closing thought video commentary blogger is at TimeFactor closing thought blogspot.com, and I posted two of these things. One is the other one that I just did, and the other one is just today, whatever it is. So make sure you check my blogger at timefactor.blog. Timefactor. Oh, wait. I know. Okay. TimeFactor closing thought .blogspot.com for the LHMusic Time Factor closing thought video commentary. I hope you do. Hope you're glad you did. Anyways, I gotta go. And don't forget to Facebook me on my profiling webpage at facebook.com/LHmusic1, or follow me on my Twitter webpage at twitter.com/LHmusicTime. Anyways, I gotta go, because I'll be back tomorrow night with all of you for the next Time Factor closing thought video commentary. Here we go again, LH Music signing off. Go bye-bye!